Hello and welcome to today's Catholic Focus News Bulletin. I'm Susan Bulemi, and with me on the sign language interpretation desk is Eric Maluki. Muslim leaders under SUPKEM have endorsed the government's Beyond Vision 2030 national conversation, urging Kenyans to use the initiative to shape a long-term development agenda. They say the Muslim community will actively participate, guided by the 5 objectives of Sharia, which are protection of life, family and lineage, livelihood and property, religion and intellect.
Muslims should engage in this process at every level, both as individuals and as organized groups, recognizing that the struggle for a fairer Kenya requires collective effort. Muslim institutions will deploy their energies solely in the strategic coalitions with partners across both religious networks and civil society organizations. We are fully ready to work with all progressive forces to ensure this initiative succeeds. An urgent appeal to all political actors: protect the initiative. As we step into this historic process, the Supreme Council of Kenya Muslims issues a direct and solemn appeal to all political actors across Kenya, both in their personal capacities and through their various political party affiliations. We urge our leaders to forge together in unity and resist the temptations to politicize this process. The Beyond 2030 initiative must not be treated as a political playground or a tool for electoral competition. It is our potential opportunity to resolve these inequalities once and for all. On politicking, we issue stern warning to all political actors: do not play games with the lives of our people. The Beyond 2030 initiative is a vehicle for citizens' well-being, and we refuse to let it be sacrificed in the altar of toxic partisan politics.
2030 vision is very important katika kuhifadhi haki za watu za kimali, haki za watu katika uchumi, haki za watu katika vizazi, haki za watu katika watoto, haki za watu katika wanawake, na kila sekta ambayo kwamba lazima tujaribu kuizungumza kwa kina na kuangalia gaps zote na challenges ambazo tulizonazo.
Now shifting our focus to the agriculture sector, the once barren Galana-Kulalu plains are being transformed into a thriving agricultural hub through irrigation, solar power and commercial farming. A 6 billion shilling investment is driving year-round production of food and cash crops while creating jobs and supporting value addition in Kilifi and Tana River counties.
Basically, Nyumba Agri, what we are doing, we are growing food for our country, majorly on cereals and vegetables. For the cereals, we are doing maize, both seed and commercial. Like the crop where we have ahead of us is a plot of seed maize. We have a lot for commercial maize. And vegetables, mainly we are dealing with onions. We have 310 hectares of onion currently on the ground. For the seed maize, we have 275 hectares currently. And many other crops as cassava, also for food. We are processing starch and also sisal for fiber. Yeah. When it comes to the communities allowed here, we as Nyumba Agri, we normally source our labor from within. We have helped the local community here to get employment, improve their livelihood, and as well feed the country.
Which is under Nyumba Agri Products Limited. I've been here for the last 3 years. And as you can see, the way we are doing harvesting, which is ongoing here in our farm. This farm has really helped our community which is surrounding us, which is Chakama, Shakahola, Baolala, Bombi, Habura, Danisa. Currently we are having almost like 1,800 people working under us.
Hii mradi imenisaidia juu nafunza wadogo zangu na pia ninalisha wadogo zangu na pia wanavaa kupitia mradi.
Kuna vijana wengi tulikuwa tumekaa manyumbani hatuna makazi, lakini mradi ulipokuja ukaanza na ulipokuwa naanza na sisi vijana tukapata makazi ya kujieneza.
And now on matters concerning health, clinical officers have vowed to continue with their strike until the government signs and fully implements their collective bargaining agreement, rather known as CBA. The officers are also demanding better remuneration, career progression, and implementation of a clear career structure, saying prolonged delays in promotions have affected their professional growth for more than a decade. Maureen Kimani reports.
The clinical officers are calling on the government to fast-track the signing and full implementation of the CBA, which they say will address key concerns affecting their profession.
They sign and implement the CBA. Yes. Two, that we have been given, we are the only cadre with the new career guidelines approved and signed by Public Service Commission. And therefore, we are not requesting but demanding that this county implements career guidelines to totality.
We want to call upon all county governments to ensure the career guidelines as approved by the Public Service Commission for clinical officers are implemented fully. And the only thing we are demanding today, ensure the CBA is signed and fully implemented, as risk allowance paid with arrears.
They are particularly pushing for the implementation of the clear career progression structure, noting that some officers have gone for more than a decade without promotion despite gaining experience and advancing in their careers.
We had a return to work formula which was signed in January this year. It had demands that promotions should be there. We have not promoted our people for 10 years. Our worker cannot work when he's demotivated. 6 years, 10 years in the same job group, we are not accepting that again. People have gone to school with their own money. They have done specialties. People have done their degrees and they are not even designated. They are giving service to the government for free. That can never happen.
The officers are also demanding improved salaries and better terms of service, maintaining that they will not return to work until their demands are addressed.
There's no employer called hospital board. Stop making clinicals work for meager salaries, monies that cannot even pay a house help. We want people to work for the right job groups, for the right salaries.
Yes.
Patients continue to bear the brunt of the strike, with some reporting delays in accessing essential medical services, while others are being forced to return home without treatment.
Nimepeana cough kwa lab na sijakutana na madaktari. Hiyo cough imekaa hapo, kila ukienda imeexpire, inafaa upeane ingine. Ninakaa sijaona daktari akinishughulikia. Wanasema daktari wamekoma.
Tumekuja tukaambiwa tujitafutie mahali pengine, hapa tuwezi tibiwa. Mimi nienda nyumbani, sasa nitaenda wapi?
Tunakuja hapa na wagonjwa, hata wagonjwa wenyewe hawatibiwi, wanatoka wakienda.
Patients are now calling on the government and clinical officers to find a lasting solution to this stalemate, warning that prolonged industrial action is disrupting access to healthcare.
Sasa mimi nilikuwa naomba kama serikali inaweza kaa chini waelewane na madaktari, wasaidie daktari, wasikie kilio chao, angalau warejee kazi yao, waweze kutusaidia sisi wagonjwa tunasumbukana.
Sisi tunauliza serikali itusaidie, hata mahali pa barasa hako pia atusaidie, ili serikali iendelee mbele. Kwa sababu unajua hatutaumia kwa mambo na matibabu, na serikali inasema inatoa pesa ya kushirikiana na county kufanya maendeleo.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, Maureen Kimani.
Well, just like the health sector in Kakamega County, the education sector also has its own rumbles, whereby corporate officials in Kakamega have opposed the proposed promotion of 30,000 teachers, arguing that the allocated 2 billion Kenyan shillings is enough to promote at least 50,000 teachers. They have also called for a review of the criteria used to promote teachers and increased funding for competency-based education. Take a look.
Solidarity forever. for the union makes us strong.
Kuppet officials in Kakamega are calling on the Teachers Service Commission to increase the number of teachers set to benefit from the latest promotion exercise. Led by County Secretary Johnston Wabuti, the officials say the 2 billion shilling allocation is sufficient to promote at least 50,000 teachers rather than the proposed 30,000.
The money that was given to Teacher Service Commission from Treasury is 2 billion.
Yes.
And that money, 1 billion, they were promoting 15,000 teachers. So if they have been given that money, they were promoting 25,000 teachers. If they have been given 2 billion, it should be able to promote 50,000. So we are demanding that out of the 30,000, they add an extra 20,000.
We went to State House and the President categorically promised us that he's going to collapse our CBA in 2 phases. We have already been paid 2 phases. 2 phases are remaining. We are asking the President to honor his promise and pay the last 2 phases into 1 phase.
They are also urging TSC and SRC to adopt fairer criteria for teacher promotions.
We are also with our JSS colleagues who are complaining. They cannot just sit, people are being promoted. Now wameangalia tu, watangoja paka lini. Those 20,000 allocation should be given to them. Yes. So that they also feel this promotion and it becomes an encouragement to them.
Meanwhile, junior secondary school teachers have called for greater government support for competency-based education, citing inadequate funding to implement some of its programs.
Back in our schools, where we need practicals, we don't have even laboratories in most of our schools, and you expect that the learners are exposed to what is necessary as far as learning is concerned. Therefore, as a union and in this county, we are not happy with the government and now to our head teachers. When this capitation has been disbursed in our schools, kindly, can you avail the necessary items that are needed for these learning processes? Because we realize that we have some head teachers who are not availing anything in the name of we do not have enough money. We are asking ourselves, when will we ever have enough money? That is the question that we are asking. And to the government, when will you provide enough money so that our learners and our teachers are able to facilitate themselves in their courses?
Solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
Indeed, not a very great show right there, seeing 2 very important sectors here in the country having such issues, but we do hope their pleas will be listened to. Well, that story right there brings us to the end of today's Catholic Focus News Bulletin. I'm Susan Bulemi. With me on the Sign Language Interpretation Desk has been Eric Maluki. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and remember to always keep it Capuchin TV.
Solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For any complaints, comments, or compliments on our programming, you can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity.